Alright, so in this video we're gonna go over 4 problems. This is the first one here. Like I said before, each one of these problems you can start yourself, try it first, and play the video to see the work. So for the first one here, we have this table, we have the data value, and we have the frequency. The frequency table summarized the 57 data values in a data set. What is the maximum data value in the data set? Alright, so be careful. Here is the data value, this is the frequency. So 6 repeats 3 times, 7 repeats 3 times, and so on, right? So don't look at this column and you say the answer is 11. The answer is not 11. You look at this column and the maximum data value is 14. So the answer should be 14. Maximum data value is 14. Alright, take a look at the second one. Give it a try. Alright, for the second one they said square A has an area of 16 square feet and square B has an area of 64 square feet. The side of square B is how many times the side of square A? Alright, so here we have two squares, square A and we have a square B. Square A, what is the area of square A? The area of square A is 16. The area of square B is 64. But we like to compare the sides. Square A, the area of square A is 60. So what is the area? Area is the side square. Area equal the side square. So the side square of square A equal to 16. So how much is the side of a square A? You take the square root of both sides. So the side of square A equals square root of 16, positive or negative. Of course, we're not going to accept the negative. The lengths can be negative, so we're going to take just 4. And the side of square B, the area, which is a side square, is 64. So the side of square B, you take the square root of both sides. Square root of 64 is 8. So now we're going to compare between these two sides. They said side of square B, how many? So you multiply n times side of square A. So from this equation you can find n, which is how many times it will be side of square B. Side of square B is 8 equal n times 4. Now if you divide both sides by 4, you get n by itself. So n is 8 over 4, which is 4. 2. So the answer should be 2. The answer is 2. For the third one here, give it a try. So the measure of angle R is 2 pi over 3 radian. The measure of angle T is 5 pi over 12 radians, greater than the measure of angle R. So the measure of angle T is this much more than the measure of angle R. So what is the measure of angle T? Measure of angle T equal the measure of angle R plus 2 pi over 3 plus 5 pi over 12. So if you simplify that, I have to have the same denominator, so I'm going to make both of them 12. So I have here to multiply by 4 to make it 12. I have to multiply the top by 4. So now I have the same denominator, which is 12, right? So I can make one fraction power. I put 12 on the bottom. So for the first fraction, 2 pi on the top, 2 pi times 4 is 8 pi. And plus 5 pi. So that's going to give us 13 pi over 12. But we're looking for the measure of angle T in radian. So we have to convert that to radian. 13 pi over 12 multiplied, to convert from radian to degree, you multiply by 180 over pi. The pi gonna cancel out, and 12 goes in here how many times? 1 times, so we have 6, so it's 5, 15, right? So you multiply now 13 times 15, and that should be equal to 195, right? 195, and that will be your answer for number 3. Number 4, give it a try. For number 4, a certain town has an area of 4.36 square miles. What is the area in square yards of this town? We already give you the 1 mile equal to 1,760 yards. So here we can do your unit analysis. So our town is 4.36, but this in what? Square miles. Mile square. I like my answer to be in square yard. So let's convert that to square yard. So I'm going to put the miles on the bottom and the yard on the top. So the yard on the top and mile on the bottom. So the mile cancel, but I have mile square. So I have to square the top and bottom. Already I have 1 mile equal to 1,760 yard, but I have to square it to make it yard square, mile square. So the mile square on the top cancel. So what we have here, we have 4.36 mile square multiplied by 1,760 square mile square over 1 square, which is a 1 mile square. Sorry, yard. The top is yard. I'm sorry. Yard square, and the bottom it will be mile square. So the mile square cancels with the mile square, and here you have to use your calculator to find what is 4.36 multiplied by 1,760 square. That should give you 13, right? So the answer should be 13,505,536. 13,505,536, which is, the answer is D, right? I hope you get benefit out of this problem, but like I said before, it's better to work on it yourself and watch the work after that. See you in the next video.